The city of Edinburgh, Scotland's proud capital, spiritual home of the Hogmanay, a place of rich architectural splendour, a hotbed of culture, arts and historical grandeur. The venue for the Emirates Airline Edinburgh Sevens, also the final event of the IRB Sevens World Series. With an unassailable 36-point lead, New Zealand's 8th series title is in the bag. The race for second place still on though, South Africa, Samoa and Fiji, all chasing that runners-up medal. Beautiful Melrose, the home of the Sevens game that this year celebrated the 125th anniversary of the very first Sevens event. Local butcher's boy Ned Haig had the grand idea, and a century and a quarter later, here we are today. Over the years, Melrose has attracted teams and participants from all over the globe to play against local sides like Heriots, Jed Forest and Gala. And come rain or shine, the 16-team knockout tournament is played religiously on the second Saturday of April every year. Fiji, Australia, South Africa, Ireland, England, even China have all been represented at the Green Yards ground. But this year it was the Scotland national team under the mischievous guise of the Scottish Thistles who took the plaudits.
It's basically where Sevens was made, and there's always going to be that history there. It's been played there for 125 years, so it's always going to be a special place to go down and play the Sevens.
The Thistles made light work of Ulster and Saracens this year before facing Leicester Tigers in the final, and it was that man Adamson who starred in their first ever Ladies' Cup win, a try scorer and man of the tournament. Back on the World Series, Scotland's performances have improved dramatically. Regulars in the last 8. Only an injury time score for Fiji at Twickenham last time out denied them a first ever semi-final. A hard pill to swallow for coach Stephen Gemmell and his young side.
Just don't think we'd been used to being in that position in the game before, so it's tough to know what to expect when you're there. And Fiji's a side that they get a touch of the ball once and they can score. It was pretty hard to take after the game. Yeah, we've looked at the kind of positives from the Fiji game, because there were a lot of positives to take from it. So we're just kind of looking to build on it for this week.
And this week, they're home at the fortress of Scottish rugby, Murrayfield. And with a first day pool dubbed the Group of Death, it was an uphill climb.
Our kind of main focus is first of all in the Australia game, which is first up tomorrow, so that's kind of our key goal is to win that. We've played South Africa a couple of times over the last 2-3 tournaments, so we know we've run them close both times. I think it was in Georgia at the start of the year where we lost in the last seconds of the game again in the quarter-final, so we know we can beat South Africa.
The toughest of challenges then for the Scots, nothing to call between the teams in Pool B. Series champs New Zealand looking to put right the wrongs of Twickenham, and the likes of Russia, Spain and Moldova all out to cause an upset or two. The pressure was on the Scots. Would they be able to handle the heady expectations of the crowd and finally deliver on home soil? First up, Australia, and it was the grandson of legendary commentator Bill McLaren who quickly endeared himself to the massed ranks.
This is Forrest, out towards Laidlaw. This is good cutting-edge stuff. Colin Shaw now, heading the ball back, just keeping possession of the ball and trying to be incisive. And they are being incisive. That's a great run from Jim Thompson. Oh, Jim Thompson, wonderful try. There's nobody there, or there wasn't for a moment at scrum half. Here comes Scotland again. Here's Gregor now. Pass on the outside, goes towards Thompson. Oh, Thompson's broken away again. Thompson needs some support here. Thompson's, is he going to get through the tackle? Yes, he is. Thompson for his second try. He's going to be the hero of Murrayfield again. Thompson underneath the post. Crucial third try for Scotland. And that was a terrific run there.
A great start, but it only got tougher. South Africa next, and the match of the day.
Thompson out onto this near side. That's another fine run there from Greg Laidlaw. And this is Colin Shaw. Colin Shaw is going to score for Scotland.
Advantage over.
And out onto this near side now. This is the big, tall, rangy Richie Vernon. Vernon, oh, he's stretching his legs here. He made a wonderful run against Argentina. Lovely pass inside. Then he checked. It's Greg Laidlaw. Laidlaw looking for support. Scotland really ought to go over the line now. This is Thompson. Thompson for the second try for Scotland. 12-0. Keep possession of the ball. That's what they've got to do. This is Gregor now. Turnbull lurking out on this wing here. He's got the ball now. Sends a pretty wayward pass back, and it was well picked up by Laidlaw. That was a bouncing ball right in front of 5 metres in front of his own try line, nearer to his try line than that, in fact. This is Basson now for South Africa. Oh. South Africa via Juries. This is Juries. Juries has scored the try for South Africa. Now the tackles come in. Oh, he's kept him up, has he? My goodness me, has he kept him up? Goodness me. Now this is Demas for South Africa with Juries on his inside. I don't think he's going to need him. Demas is like lightning, and he's scored the try this time, and he doesn't bother going behind the post. He just gets the ball down this time. He's missed it. I do not believe that. It was a very casual kick.
One chance missed, but the box with one last throw of the dice.
Basson with the drop kick. Has he got it? He has.
Stefan Basson holding his nerve. Scotland beaten by a point. Cup qualification then came down to the last match, and once again it was a real nail-biter for the fans.
Here is Colin Gregor. And this is Vernon. Oh no, Vernon, he's so quick once he gets going. He's one of the quickest, even for a big man, powering to the line. And he's given Scotland the perfect start.
Remember the first time? It's the same. The same of the first time. Sir. Please now. Please. I will not be spoken to like that, Skipper.
Another one's gone for dissent as well. The wheels have come off with this Argentinian team in the space of 30 seconds.
Richie Vernon is crying out for it. He has it now, and he strolls and then steps on the accelerator, and Vernon for the corner for the try, and Scotland heading now to victory and to the quarter-finals.
But even with a man sent off, the Pumas fought back.
And again they come. And for the try in the corner, they have it. It is in the corner.
A fine comeback for the six-man Pumas, but a tricky conversion to tie the match. 17-all though, ultimately enough for Scotland. The hosts through on points difference. Disappointment for Argentina. After success in London, Samoa looked a safe bet, but Canada started well.
Kick comes in down that right-hand side, and this is a chase for Darla for Canada. Is he going to get it in the corner? Yes, he is!
But Captain Fantastic soon got the Islanders back on track.
Travaranos, Lavasa. Oh, they've opened things up now. This is a lovely run.
Ualemai scoring his 100th career try. A win that meant a pool decider against Wales, growing in confidence and happy to welcome back a fully capped flyer.
Edwards tries to fend off, and Edwards is on a run here. Edwards needs some support and finds it in the form of Tauseli. Tauseli, powerful runner, is going to score the first try. Samoa behind, Wales on the scoreboard at Murrayfield. As
so often, Fiji's route through to the last eight was made to look easy.
There's Matanavu, and it's a glorious sight when they're on song. This is the runner. I mentioned him briefly at the start, and he scored a try pretty briefly after that, Timothy Matanavu.
But as in London, Moldova continued to impress. There's one of the tries of the day.
Now a break up the middle. They've got to have support. He's isolated at the moment, or has he got the pace? He may well have the pace. Good play by Kotruta, but he opted out at the end. The support is there. Must be. Surely it is, and it's Bulgac, I think, who's made it. Ah, terrific.
France were desperate to qualify for a first Cup quarter-final of the season and outfought Kenya to get there.
Danger here, 4-2. Should be able to create from this. Giboin up the middle, he goes. And the guy has just come on as replacement. Scorches twice through the Kenyan defence and sets Kenya back behind their goal line.
New faces and a whole new attitude for England, but Russia would prove a bit of a struggle.
It's still a small game in Russia. They're marching. What can England do about it? Phillips and Udoza on the field and offloads well, doesn't go forward, and still with Ollie Phillips, his chip and his chase, he's got plenty of pace, he's racing against Shakirov, and he beats Shakirov, and the ball is there, and the try for England. What a start to the second half. The comeback perhaps begins. Well, England just have to secure this ball. Good pressure from Russia, and they have the ball. My goodness, in dead time there is a chance for a huge upset. The ball is there, and the race for the corner, and the try, and closer to the post for that crucial conversion is Igor Galinovsky. It is dream time for Russia. It is a nightmare for England and for Ben Ryan. 17-all, conversion to win, drop goal, so much more difficult than a place kick, and it's Yuri Kuzhnarev who skews it wide, and a famous victory is denied Russia.
Russia clearly making advances, but England still a safe bet to make the Cup quarters, barring a massacre in their final match of the day against New Zealand, a side they'd beaten on home soil a week before.
For the corner and dives and scores, and England leads.
But the Kiwis weren't to be outdone 2 weeks running. Revenge was sweet.
And out it comes, and David Smith is there, and Smith still has a little bit of energy, and Smith now one man to beat. Players up in support, and Smith around Kevin Barrett, and then cheek inside. Oh, what confidence! A little bit closer to the post, the try for Chad Toro.
Confirmation then that a new look New Zealand would face hosts Scotland, Fiji and Samoa would replay the Twickenham final. It was Wales against France and South Africa against England. Join us after the break. Welcome back to Edinburgh for the final day of a glorious season of IRB Sevens World Series Rugby. And in typical Scottish fashion, a day of glorious sunshine was followed by 24 solid hours of heavy rain. But the action came thick and fast, the crowd lively enough, and if you looked hard enough, you might even find the odd Scotland and Lions legend.
This is fantastic. It's world-class athletes. It's high octane stuff, and it's just tremendous to be here. But unfortunately, the weather's put a wee bit of a damper on it. But there's still some exciting ties to come out as well. It's a great atmosphere and a good ending to the IRB circuit.
All of Scotland willing their team along as they ran out for their opening match of the knockout phase. Flags flying, the party in full swing as the Scots took on a fired-up New Zealand.
Feet down, crouch, touch, pause, engage.
This is David Smith for New Zealand. Here comes the break. They're going to have to tackle now. Oh, it's all too late from Scotland, and that is Tomasi Cama, who goes through and scores yet another try. Here they come again. Big lofted pass over to this near side towards Laidlaw. Laidlaw, though, still inside his own 22. Tackle comes in on Fisaro there, and it's stolen by the New Zealanders. Very dangerous is DJ Forbes, their skipper. DJ Forbes going over for a second New Zealand try. Not the start that Scotland were after. New Zealand have gone over twice. Here's Colin Gregor again, hounded by DJ Forbes. Turnbull to that far side. Oh, this is a lovely run. Opened up the defence. Pass goes backwards. New Zealand still got numbers back there. There's Forrest, that's Laidlaw. And this is Turnbull. And Turnbull can go if he wants to. Turnbull going, gets the pass away. Still got men over on this near side, and they should score now. This is Colin Gregor, and he scores. They have struck back.
Gregor's two tries some consolation, but with their star forward Richie Vernon ruled out, dreams of a home title slipped away. Fiji were determined to avenge their cup final loss at Twickenham. Their early pace, too much for Samoa.
And immediately getting the luck of the bounce, but it's gone loose. And this is a key man, Iliavi Satala, wonderful runner. Flipped away by Buthango. This is Matanavu. Timothy Matanavu, and the key winners are the winners again.
But the season's second high scorer brought Samoa crashing back.
This is where they're good at close quarters. Uali Mai ducks, dives, that's the goal line. Still a couple of metres short, they stretch it. And again, Trevor Annis trying to bullock his way through. Now there's an extra lap, a man on the wide outside. Into the corner, and is it Fao Saliva? He celebrates. All Samoa need is the ball. But Fiji have it, Satala. They've got an overlap if they use it. Barotu goes wide to Vunimbaka, he'll power his way. It's going to rest on the kick, I tell you. Or is he held up? Is he held up? Referee's there. They've got underneath him, I think. Oh, he's held it up. He's been held up, the biggest man, 17 stone of Marika Vunimbaka, and that's what it means, the thrill for Samoa, the frustration, the nearness and the consolation of his players for the captain, Marika Vunimbaka. What a finale.
The first semi-final this year beckoned for Wales or France. As the rain poured down, who would cling tightest to the ball?
Yeah, they need to go forward.
That's a nasty ball to take there. Great footwork. Picked up by number 7, Vincent Roux.
Advantage!
Stolen the ball, Wales. Up towards the line. Little pass inside. Richie Pugh with a try. That's Williams. Out towards Andy Powell. Powell back towards Merriman. This is Merriman now, running towards the line. Yes, he evades the tap tackle. Merriman over. Crucial try for Wales. Less than a minute and a half remaining, and they extend their lead.
A tired South Africa had scraped past the Scots on day one, but had they the energy to beat another Northern Hemisphere giant on day two?
Take a move.
Good recycling, there's space as well, they've got numbers to their right. Ben Gollins with a nice pass, Adams again, the flick on Vilk.
And Vilk carries it up to the 22, and good hands, good work. Was it a forward pass? No, says the referee. Adams for the corner and for the try.
England setting up an intriguing home nations semi against Wales, and it was an all-Oceania clash in the other, New Zealand against Samoa. The Highland drizzle hadn't let up by the time the two Southern Hemisphere heavyweights took to the pitch. Not that New Zealand and their outstanding captain seemed overly bothered.
This is Tomasi Cama, Fijian-born star of the New Zealand side. Oh, and he sees the gap right through the middle. Just for a moment he paused and a sidestep. It is glorious Sevens rugby from Tomasi Cama. Forbes is with him, in on the scissors, a step, and the captain is under the post for the first try. That is wonderful stuff in the wet at Murrayfield.
Release.
And that ball is loose, and who's there but DJ Forbes, and Forbes is striding long and proud to the line, and it's his try once more. And New Zealand stretch further clear.
England had gone from a draw with Russia to victory against the Springboks. Could they now go one further against Wales, or would the Welsh reach a first ever cup final?
Step back.
This is Aduza. Now he can really steam if he wants to. Aduza up against Brew, and then Aduza has to double check, spies a gap. Brew's going to try and get the tackle in, does get the tackle in, picked up by the English. Oh, it's very slippery out there. This is Barrett, back towards Vilk. But again, Butterfingers from England. Gollings, man of immense experience, spies a gap. Ben Gollings is going to score the first try of the game. Gollings goes through. Wales down to 6 men at the time. And England score the first try here at Murrayfield.
Gollings the inspiration, England victorious. Their renaissance continues, and coach Ben Ryan through to a first ever cup final. In the other finals, Portugal took the shield with a try right on the hooter by Sebastião da Cunha. Australia repeated their bold success in Twickenham by beating Canada, a winning send-off for coach Bill Millard and captain Sean Mackay. Mike Adamson's try helped Scotland to a win in a thrilling plate semi against Fiji, a first ever success against the Islanders. But they couldn't handle the speed of Fabian Juries in the final, the Boks rubber stamping second place in the series. So the final clash of the season at a drenched Murrayfield was between the comeback kids of England and the year's outstanding side, New Zealand.
So Tomasi Cama from Manawatu. Father was, of course, a great Fijian Sevens star. But the man who is at the heart of this has brought this New Zealand side together this season with a remarkable run. 2 wins of the tournaments back end of last season here and in London. 5 this season, and the big breakthrough, and it's New Zealand who are going to open the scoring, and it's the man who stepped up to replace Edwin Coker. This is Solomon King. Out comes Sama. Raikambula. Then Kendrick Lynn. Entirely new, the Southland player this season. First tournament was London. Oh, and the tackle is slipped and away. And it's under the posts for David Smith.
Another Kiwi try by Chad Tuoro, but England still in it. And the half-time instructions clear enough.
First half. I can tell you right now, this game will change just like that.
Meant to go to Gollings, picked up well though. Tom Young's battling on, almost stepping out. Oh, the flip pass to Gollings, nearly went backwards. It's still on. This is Ollie Phillips. Ollie Phillips drives, and did he score it? Consultation try given.
Great try.
Committing New Zealand, but New Zealand have 3 standing off on the short side. Big tackle on Ollie Phillips. This could be the decisive moment. The race to the line, and Nigel Hunt is the man to seal it for New Zealand. as he's done so many times in the past. The old hand, the wily operator, quick, a brilliant scrum half.
Been on the field, only been on the field a minute, following his first touch of the ball, scores a decisive try. I think now if you look at the clock, oh, there is no time on the clock.
There is no time, it's all over, and it was for sure the next score to win it.
A fitting end to a year of dominance for the Kiwis, their Edinburgh title defended, a 6th cup success, and the happy ending that Gordon Titchens and his all-conquering side deserved.
Yeah, you know, God's really blessed our team this year, and you know, we're a tight-knit group, and there's a lot of unity, a lot of faith in the boys, and we've really got up. And you know, like I said, we started the season well. We had a few trip-ups last, you know, couple of tournaments, but then we got up for this one just to finish on a high.
The final standings for the 9th IRB Sevens World Series, and New Zealand clear winners for an 8th time. The chasing pack is sure to regroup for next season, a World Cup year. But for now, we'll leave you with some of the stars of this campaign. Join us first up in Dubai next season. See you there.